right, welcome back everybody. I am in the middle of a new stream. We're going to be doing some Starwhal editing today. I am going to be getting into that very shortly, so we'll be getting around to that. I am just putting out one notice to the Starwhal Discord about this to see if they want to join in on the fun at all. So we'll see about that. HTTPS RB. There we go. So we'll see how that goes. But hopefully folks are having a good Sunday afternoon. Today we are in the middle of my break, I guess. I've got a few days off this next week, so I'm going to be doing a lot of editing off the session here throughout the week. Going to be doing some stuff around the house. Going to be taking care of some things. It'll be a nice time away from work. Although, ironically, I want to get back to work because I'm doing some cool stuff there. And I just started into some actual deep dive Spring Boot programming at work, which has been really rewarding. I've taken a lot that I've learned from the Social Bridge here, and I'm applying that to my day job as well. So initially I took what I knew from my day job, brought it to my hobby. Now I expanded my skill set tremendously through my hobby, and I'm bringing that back to my day job. Really cool stuff. And I'm really excited for my future with programming at my company that I'm working for. But I digress significantly. We're all here to do some podcast editing, so I need Adobe Audition open. I'm pretty certain that the next thing I need to edit is finishing the sound effects and whatnot for Starwhal. So it looks like episode 55 for the Patreon is the next thing that I need to work on. So I'm going to be going ahead and opening that up here. We'll probably have some tunes on in the background. I trying to get my tune volume perfected. Because my Spotify player in the Social Bridge, before I fiddled with it today, it was always a little bit higher in terms of how loud it sounded as it was playing music compared to the actual Spotify desktop app. So now I need to do some testing, and I've already done some testing, and it is still having some issues. So I really gotta not rush through it, take care of things, take things nice and slow, get things worked out. But for now, it'll be fine. All right, it wants me to log in, so I'm going to go ahead and do that while we are sitting here. For some reason, Adobe is being quite the stickler when it comes to me signing in to actually do my work, which is quite annoying, to be fair. So we're doing this off the stream so we don't have people logging into my account for me. That would be very unfortunate. Oh yeah. They don't email it to me. They send it to a text message. Okay, cool. Well, let me pop that over here then. What do we got? There we go. And now I need my password for Adobe. Oh, they are so troublesome. Continue. Please let me in. Let me in. Yes, sign out of that old thing. Continue. I think it's because I keep trying to fix my computer by turning it off and turning it on again. I should really stop doing that. But that's okay. Okay, so that it's out of the way there. Let's get these back up here. I think we're all good on that side. And now I can go ahead and open up Starwhal. What session are we on? I guess is the big question. Where am I? Where is my Twitch? Not that one. This one. I am in session 17. That's where we want to be. So welcome to the stream, folks. Just getting things a little bit set up here. We're in session 17 of Starwhal. Going to be hearing some sound effect creation and musical placement in today's episode. And then we'll kind of see where we go from there. So it should be a decent amount of work that we can get done today. We'll just kind of keep our eyes on the time as we go. Okay. So previously on Starwhal, I did get the actual edit done for the dialogue. So that's all set. Oh yeah, that's right. James has all sorts of flashbacks and stuff like that. Okay, so we've got some red carpet ambiance that we need to add in here. So let me pull up, first of all, where is my time? There we go. Second of all, this Explorer is what I'm looking for. The Sound Particles Explorer is my sound effect and music database, and that keeps me organized. Really waiting for an update that lets me click and drag from the actual Sound Explorer, because previously in Windows 10 you were able to. As soon as I upgraded to Windows 11, it just stopped doing that. I messaged them and they said, oh yeah, that's normal because we don't have Windows 11 working for click and drag. Like, that feels weird. Like, how it's a very basic thing to do apparently, but like, you know, whatever. They've got priorities. It's a free app, so I can't complain too terribly much. Okay. Where are you, Sound Particles Explorer? I know I clicked the button to open you up. Oh, you are thinking very hard. We're getting there. Can only do so much. At least we got some nice synthwave tunes in the background right now while we're waiting for this to open up. Maybe I click. Do I click it again? I think I click it again. We'll see if that kickstarts it into actually functioning. Would be nice. Okay. I do need some whoosh sounds. I wonder if we do have any whoosh sounds already. We got a heavy whoosh. Oh, what is this one? That is a fast cut to sound whoosh.
We cut to two devils with...
We want a fast whoosh on this one anyway, so at the very least we can do a little bit of sound work while we're waiting for that to come into place.
Two devils with a mountain of coke.
And then we got a flash back. There we go. And then what do we got? Car interior. That's where that happens. Where are these guys going to be staying, I guess?
Two devils with a mountain of cocaine between them.
Okay, so probably like the sounds of hell in the background. I think that would be pretty apropos. Where are you? Here. Come on. Sound whoosh, hell, background, ambiance. That makes sense. And then we get down to a car interior, a door opening. I do have car door opening sounds. I can pull those out. But now here we are. Let's get this over here a little bit. Excellent. Okay, so car door. If I could put a space there, that would be nice. Car doors. Where are you? Automobile for open door. This one feels, this is a Monte Carlo car door opening. It feels like it should be okay. We're kind of looking for a limo sort of sound, but it doesn't need to be that extravagant because it is just a small little sound cue for a podcast that lasts for half a second. I want it to sound good though. Just a little background sound as a treat, right? All right. The clicking of bug people. Okay, this is a hefty episode to sound design. That's for sure. So we're kind of just looking here. Okay. Red carpet ambiance. What in the world could that be? So it's going to be a lot of outdoor, pretty city, outdoor. Let's see, what do we got? Like a market? No, that's not high energy enough. That's just weird. Crowded shopping center? No. Let's do city. Let's see. City. Crowded streets. Voila. Busy loop 2. It's kind of sort of red carpety. I think we need a little bit more energy. We can put a pin in that. I'm gonna drag that in, I think, though, at the very least. What else do we have? Starwhal has some decent ones, like in the directory, actually, for cityscapes. Environment city, or let's see, what do we got? Pedestrian traffic. Pedestrian traffic. No. Okay, that's nothing. Restaurant outside? See, I'm kind of looking for the perfect little ambiance track here. Curious if we can go with maybe the outdoor. The outdoor shopping. Where is my FX environment? City is another folder. So that's the crowded streets. How about France? Big square, site square. Nope, that's. I'm hearing some church bells in the background there. That's a German town square. This is a New York 6th Broadway, 6th floor, busy 03. That's too much machine noise. That's a big amount of noise here. Okay, so nothing that's quite like super fitting for what I need there. Honestly, if we add the pedestrian traffic to the street, voila, that might be enough for what we need here. So I'm going to add those together here, right? We're going to kind of slowly come in on those. And then this is supposed to go in through the end there. Okay, so ambiance, and we want to loop these. So that way we can just keep kind of rolling with them as needed. And I'm just going to get them kind of to the same length, because here is where we're cutting in with some hellscapes. And then the car interior, I'm going to want to kind of jump in here. We're going to put both of these effects on a clip effect behind a door. So what that's going to do is going to kind of mute everything and make it sound like it's coming from the outside. I have a Losers behind a door. Sound effect. Filter. Series in here. And Losers is Losers, a Love Story, which is presented by Horror Borealis. Okay, so we want to do that. And then this, we want to get rid of these sound effects chains. So we're going to bring these back to default. And same with here, because the door has opened and now we don't want that effect anymore, which I think is going to be kind of nice when we see it there. And then for hell, I do have actually a previously done hellscape in here. Purgatory Chaos. Yeah. So we'll have that kind of toned down, but in the background, right? Because that's fun. Okay. We'll pull you up into track 1. And we'll just get rid of the rest here. And this is going to be like a negative 20 dBs. I'm just going to make it really background audio-esque. Now is the point where I have to pause the music for a minute so I can listen with my ears.
The Beelzebub Awards.
These are a little loud.
Awash with celebrities from the dimensions of hell, from celestial streamers, from everyone in the multiverse is here. And that is associated with streaming, as it were. There's thousands of imps here.
It's not too bad. It doesn't have the excitement feel of a red carpet yet. So what are we missing? Let's actually take a quick look in here. Where are we? We've got, this is the one I want. I'm gonna pull in the soundscapes. Pull that over here. Okay, so we're in sound effects, I believe. Let's just do a red carpet. See if that brings up anything, right? No, that's not what I'm talking about. Now I was talking about carpet, stuff happening on a carpet. Okay. Red flash. No, gross. Yeah, this is not ambiance at all. How about like what's a good term we can throw on here? Crowd. Excited. Talk. Ambiance. Gastronomy. Restaurant. No. Birds chirping, traffic noise, people talking in distance. No. Calm. No. City center with dense traffic and people talking in background. No. We are kind of looking for that like sort of city ambiance though, but might just be too specific of what we're looking for, right? Crowd excited talking. Crowd excited. Male crowd happy. It's like an interior dinner party. Not really. That's just weird. Okay. I mean, sports games would be crowded and whatnot and excited, but the wrong level of energy, I think. Festival? No, a festival is not bad. We just need a longer bit for the festival. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. That's a big room. Festival, how outside? Public park. No, that's just the sound of sirens. No. Residential area morning. Very low energy on that one. Ambient town. No. Campus life. I'm just curious, like what else can we pop in here? Market Rollclaw Market Hall. It's a little too much there. We're in kind of like a Las Vegas, Space Vegas counterpart in this area, right? This one's not bad. A lot of people talking. We're outside. We got some traffic noise. I think if I layer this over the top of that, it will work out how I need it. And kind of pop this back over here so I can keep track of it separately. Let's get that open. And then let's pull that into my Dropbox. Other audio, freelance stuff. This is going to go right into the Starwhal Cityscapes environment. And then that will be there for later. Perfect. Pop you in there. Good, good. And now I can pull that in as well. Perfect. We'll get rid of this little bump here. And it looks like it goes for a ways, but we're going to want to also loop that. This one here, we can probably 15 minus. And we'll kind of see how that all plays out. Here we go. Get this back into it as well.
The camera opens up on. It is awash with celebrities from the dimensions of hell, from celestial streamers, from.
It sounds a bit better. It sounds a bit more busy, which is what we're kind of going for, right? Let's see if these all line up here.
With.
Okay, where did I overwrite my, and where did that go? I thought I had some actual, I know I put some sound effects in there. I swear I did. And now those little whooshes are gone. I got my door opening. Okay, fine. I'll put them back. Right. Get you over here. Let's find those whooshes. Get them back in here. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Okay.
Levels with a mountain of cocaine between them. Bro, you've heard of theater in the round. Theater in the sphere. We bring it to the next dimension, bro!
Our ideas are so original!
Our ideas are so original and good!
That's a parallel to something that just happened, and I hate it.
So we see everyone arriving on the red carpet. Tag, tell me, how do you arrive?
I am brought in. I have my stretch limo, obviously, that drops me off. And I think it's like the entire limo ride here, I've had to placate daddy, you know, like I've had to.
God.
Forgot about this part.
Dylan!
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
It's so funny.
I hate it so much.
I've had to be like, no, I met some people and like, not like that. Like it was just networking and you know the business. I was just schmoozing and getting views and getting people that are going to be new subscribers. It's going to be great. We're growing bigger than ever. Okay. All right. Red carpet. Wish me luck. Come on. Wish me luck.
Tag. No cap.
My favorite
You're
character.
on the level.
I'm so on the level. Daddy, I am on every level.
Bet. You're the goat, Tag. The goat. And he opens the door.
Gonna win this for you.
I know.
And Tag will step out onto the red carpet.
These are a little
Tag
loud. I think I need to do
is
these -10s.
wearing like,
That's better.
do you know those like those really beautiful, like kind of sexy celebrity outfits where like it's all diamond or all rhinestone, like, and it's like there's like no fabric involved whatsoever. It's just that. It's like that, but just LED lights. Not so it's just like LED lights in like kind of like a one strap like across the chest and like across, like wrapped around the legs to like almost like he's wearing like a glowing LED bikini.
Yeah, that's
I
past.
think is the vibe that there is here.
Okay, so these little gaps that I'm making right now are going to be the shopping store ambiance that is where the montage is happening. Gosh, it's got to be basic, right? It's got to be pretty simple. It's not that big of a deal because it's a little bit of a gag, but that's okay. We're looking for what would be like maybe corporate. That's a parking lot. Kind of like a quiet ambiance, like a indoor, maybe quiet. Urban backstreet. No, none of these things are striking my fancy. Let's do gosh, library. I think I've got a good library one that is like quiet with a little bit of movement and talking. Yeah, we'll just pull that in. I mean, it's a 10-minute thing, but like whatever, it's fine. It will do what we need it to. Where are you? What was that called again? The Morris for Library Ambiance. So this is from freesound.org. Kind of put that in there. And pull that in and do a save quick. So we get that. And now we're hopping back and forth between all of these ambiance spikes. That was correct. Yep. And we'll see kind of where this one sits as well. But now the question is, do we do sound effect whooshes between them?
Style going to like slow motion stepping out of the limousine. We cut back to.
Yeah, we need a little bit of a whoosh there. It's a little too loud and fast, but if we increase to, let's just say 300%, right? And then we do a stretch property of Verispeed on that one.
We cut back to.
Yeah, I like that. Might be a little too slow. So I'm gonna shorten it to 200. Let's see what that sounds like.
We cut back to.
Yeah, it's not slow enough now.
We cut back to.
There, that's what I'm looking for. So we get that guy in there. And then what else do we got? Here we go. Coming back out of it as well. Because we need that transition to be smooth. And these sorts of transitions always hide that ambiance swap barrier of sorts. Here's another one. No, gosh, I should probably just copy this one. And then we're able to kind of, whoa, hello. What did I do? Oh, I copied just a little snippet of it. Silly me. That's what we need. Okay, and is this another? Okay, back to the carpet.
Outfit is as she steps out of the vehicle.
Why didn't, oh yeah, okay. That's why it didn't sound like anything.
Steps out of the vehicle. There is a hologram of a ball gown.
Oh, and you know what? These moments on the red carpet here, where they are like, you know, car door opening from the outside, sure.
Show that like flashes as the limousine door opens.
Okay, so I want to make this a little bit more dramatic in this spot here. We're looking for a sub whoosh or something like that. What is it called? Whoosh sub effect. This is kind of signifying the time slowing down a little bit at this moment. Like we don't need that big of it. In fact, I can kind of come here. One of my favorite whoosh effects that I have. We're going to minus 5 it or so it's not as in our face.
As the limousine door opens.
And we're going to need to also mute these a little bit because we're kind of in a slow motion effect here, right? We want to make these a little bit. I think I can probably do that just by doing a minus 20 on all of it. I mean, this one might be minus 25. So that's 10 decibels less than for each of them.
Door opens. I think the first thing we see is...
No, that's not what I need on that. So let me actually add, here we go. We're going to add that in a car sort of feel to it, but muddy it up a little bit. Because this filter here is a very low wave, and I want kind of a muddy sort of approach to it. I think that should be fine. And what is this going to be? I think, you know what? I'm going to make this a, what does this sound like now? I'm just going to isolate this track. Get that filter back up. And then, you know what? Because we got the little bit of reverb on there. What am I thinking of? I need to kind of slow it down. And I don't know if like a pitch thing can work for that. I don't know if I wanted to mess with the pitch, but maybe we have anything else in here that can be like, no, the vinyl's not what we're kind of looking for. Those are like shapers. That's an orbit to make it sound like it's from somewhere else. That's for the EQ. This is a bunch of restoration. This is reverb. So none of that's going to help me too terribly much, I don't think. What are we looking for here? I think, honestly, I just might have to, you know, slow it down literally like 130%, give or take. I think that might be okay. We will go ahead and get rid of this pitch shifter and put the behind a door kind of sound effect on all of these. And then that should make it that should give us the sound that I'm kind of looking for here. Because we're looking for like a slowed down.
As the limousine door opens, I think the first thing we see is.
Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting the Verispeed. There we go. And we're going to go slower. Maybe that's a little too much. 150 we're going to try. I think that's distorted enough. Okay, so that means all of these have to go. And then all of these have to get extended back out. And then all of these also have to go. No, I want to do this. There we go. That's the easier way of doing it. Whoops. If I were hitting the right buttons, that would be the easier way of doing it. Okay, so I want to unsilence the rest of those. We're going to get these back in line here. Okay, so now we are in a slow-mo sort of deal. What did I do? Okay, I did something weird. Hold on. Residential area evening, Morris 4. Evening sidewalk. Morris 4 is the library. I cut out the wrong things. I did. Okay. Bear with me. These ones go. These ones come back. This is why we double check things. Like, why are all these gaps here? They shouldn't be gaps. There we go. Okay, and then this comes between these two. Again, James likes to make my life a little difficult with some of these transitions, but you know what? It's fine. Cut back to present. So this is what I need to cut out. And then here is some more. We'll pull these beyond here as well, but then get rid of all of that. That, I believe, is what we need. Well, actually, I don't even know if I needed that here, because this is his transformation sequence. There. One of these points, it stops being slow-mo, so we'll figure out when that's going to be. I want to say it's right after his transformation sequence that everything's going to get back to normal, so we'll kind of wait for that. And then that's going to be this stuff here. So I just need to grab a snippet of that. I'll put that in here like that. Now, I need to grab these flashback portions. Here, Sack has his own music coming in. Cut back to past. Back to present. Okay, come on. I gotta fill that gap in there. Perfect. And I think that's the last big flashback sequence. So let's see what this sounds like.
as the limousine door opens. I think the first thing we see is Petronilla's foot like step out of the limousine, because I think Petey is like bodyguard style going to emerge first. And as like Petey is kind of like slow motion stepping out of the limousine, we cut back to the makeover montage that Zach and Petey went through to get their outfits for the evening. And I'm going to let you know right now, I have a list of the outfits that Petronilla talked me out of. So for the part of the montage where people are shaking their heads, no, try again, that's what I've got figured out. I don't know what Zach's real outfit is. We will reveal that after we reveal Petey's outfit. But like, to start, like, what is Petey's process as they acting?
There's a twist in the montage.
Okay.
And so I think that whatever her base outfit is, as she steps out of the vehicle, there is a hologram of a ball gown.
Okay, I want some like back and forth music happenings here as well. So let's see what we can do with that. Because we need montage music, and we need like kind of epic, Petronella music, and then Sack music. Petronella music, I do have something for that. Let me see. Petronella, what do you got here? Not sub, not whoosh. She has Salon Dijon Horizon background. Okay, I do like this. This is the theme music that I chose for Petronella way back, I believe. I think we're gonna kind of just do a -15 on that, and we're just gonna kind of cut it, let it play some more. Flashback to the outfits. Back to there. And then sax music cuts in. But now we can actually like fudge it just a little bit, right? Because normally I have to fiddle with like, hey, where's the sound ending? Blah, blah, blah. But this, we can actually just make it do what we want, because, you know, it's skipping around between musical montages here. Like this should not be a gap. I don't know how that happened. Well, I do, but it's fine. This is too big. I think those got moved back a little bit instead of adjusted. Those are fine. Perfect. And then this, we can just move in a little bit. Gosh, I want to have like a, almost like a Goonies-esque sort of track, like a, almost like a girls want to, like an 80s montage sort of music for the, for that scene. I wonder if I have anything even remotely like that. Let's see here. Use montage. Doing a quick search on Soundstripe. A little fun, happy one. That's quite loud. I apologize. This is called Light Speed. No. This is called Hello. This is giving me good, like, synthy montage music vibes. I'm gonna go with that. So this is Hello by Lunare. Gonna grab the full track, and we're gonna grab the stems as well while we're here, because I like this one. It fits with the vibe of Starwhal. And I think it's going to do well in this spot. So hello stems. That's what we're looking at here. And then I want those to not be, come on. Over here is where I want you. Thank you. Okay, Lunar Ray, hello. Get my Explorer window up here. Too much going on apparently right now. Let's show in Windows Explorer and get us to that music spot. Stems is what I'm looking for. Okay. Get that hello by Lunar Ray. And then get back here. Where is my downloads folder? Did I go there? Oh, yeah, I had to go up there. Perfect. Hello, instrumental. Bass, drums, guitar, percussion, and synths is all on there. But I think for the sake of the bit, we only need the lead up for that. Okay, so I want this here. I don't want any overlap. We're going to make this -15 as well. And we're going to kind of cut through here. Flash back to the outfits. Flash forward to the carpet. Come on. It's got to be clean cuts, right? I think we're back in here again. Cut back. There we go. And these are going to be, whoa, hello, harsh cuts on the tracks themselves, but it's covered up by that whoosh, right? Wait, cut back, cut forward, cut back, cut forward, back to past. That's where I was. And then really, I think we're going to just kind of let it trail off there, right? And because we're kind of getting out of the bit at this point. So it's going to be like a whiplash of everything here, which is kind of what we're going for.
As the limousine door opens, I think the first thing we see is Petronilla's foot like step out of the limousine, because I think Petey is like bodyguard style going to emerge first. And as like Petey is kind of like slow motion stepping out of the limousine, we cut back to the makeover montage that Zach and Petey went through to get their outfits for the evening. And I'm going to let you know right now, I have a list of the outfits that Petronilla talked me out of. So for the part of the montage where people are shaking their heads, no, try again, that's what I've got figured out. I don't know what Zach's real outfit is. We will reveal that after we reveal Petey's outfit. But like to start, like what is Petey's process as they have to look nice for an award that they are potentially accepting?
It's
yeah, I do like
Petey did not want to be too fancy for this, but I think there's a twist in the montage where she kind of gets into it with Zach.
Okay.
And so I think that whatever her base outfit is, as she steps out of the vehicle, there is a hologram of a ball gown overlay over the top of it.
Okay.
That like at certain angles, if there's too much light, it kind of gets washed out and you can't really see it, but then she moves and it catches and you can see this invisible, non-existent holographic fabric swish and sway.
It does a skip frame animation beat. That's what it is. So like it is moving like something from Into the Spider-Verse, but on a real person.
Yes.
So it is this gorgeous cascading bit of light.
Yes.
What color is it?
So the light of
Such
the
good
gown
imagery of that,
hologram is like this, like like celestial pale blue. But I think the suit, because I do think she has like a tuxedo on, like at the same time. The physical fabric that she's wearing is like black with like, what color is Sack like as a dragonling?
Sack is a gray, like a dark gray.
Okay, so then the fabric is like a black with like a charcoal shift to the sheen to it.
Yes.
That like charcoal with almost a hint of like deep blood red in there. But like then this ball gown. So PD's like presenting both genders at the same or two presentations at the same time. But it's also ephemeral, but it's also physical. Like it's crossing all these boundaries.
Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. We cut back in the montage where PD is, I think, not.
Okay, so the cut happened a little earlier than I anticipated. So we're just gonna scoot those over, right? That's fine. We can do that. We're allowed to.
Where PD.
A little bit more, even, honestly. So I like to line it up with everything. Okay.
Montage where PD is, I think, not at the point before PD gets into it, where PD is like maybe uncomfortable or bored.
I still think it needs to be
Montage
right here. Like that extra half a second really matters on these. Absolutely. Get that heavy whoosh over here.
Cut back in the montage where PD is, I think, not at the point before PD gets into it, where PD is like maybe uncomfortable or bored looking.
Yes.
Sack emerges from the changing room and he looks like he's from Kingdom Hearts. He's got big shoes and like Square Enix style asymmetric shorts and like his katana looks like a big dumb key. He comes out like the huh?
PD shakes her head. Absolutely not.
So the next time he emerges, he's got a blue military style outfit and big gloves, and he has a Huggy Boy on his head. He's basically dressed up like Roy from Full Metal Alchemist.
Very good.
He comes out, the gloves don't fit his hands. They look like way too big. He's just like, huh?
He crosses her arms and shakes her head.
We cut back to the limousine situation.
Okay, now we're cutting back here earlier than anticipated. So I'm going to be popping those over and then popping these in, which is fine because we extended it previously, right? And this is why we listen back before we just throw it out there and trust our markers.
To the limousine situation as like PD has like cleared some space in front of the limo, and we can like see in the shadows of the limo, the darkness of the limo, like we can see Sack's eyes like open up and that like health.
All right. So now we get to Sack's music. Sack, what do you got here on yours is Ghost Riding. Is this what we're using? It almost has to be, right? Okay, yeah, I do like the Ghost Riding, but there's also this one that's not in here. What is this one here? I think this is his transformation music. Or is this... It's the Dragon's melody, I think, that I used in the last episode. That's okay. So I need the Yun Kool-Aid Ghost Riding instrumental. We're going to pull that in. And let's see. We'll also do a -20 on that, so it's not too overpowering. And I think Sack... Here we go. We need to tighten that up. Bring over Yun Kool-Aid a bit more. Cut back. Okay, what else we got in here? Here's another cut. Okay, and yeah, I think I need to move this over first, then move this out. Perfect. And we're gonna move this all the way over here. We'll see if we need to tighten that up at all.
That like hellfire glimmer, the RGB gamer fire glimmer emerge from within as we cut back to Sack coming out with a spiky huggy boy and an oversized gun and a big red jacket that he like kind of waddles out in as he looks like Vash the Stampede from Trigun.
So we trust the process and it just seems to work.
Petey shakes her head. Petey shakes her head and like puts her face in her hands, like he's never gonna figure it out. Like
we then cut back to the present where slow motion we can see the sheath of his katana emerging from the limousine first as he's like carrying it over one shoulder as his like eyes are kind of bouncing in the darkness. He's beginning to emerge. We cut back to the last rejection where he emerges in an oddly complimentary orange tuxedo. It's like a dusty orange. It has like kind of dark blue highlights on it. He is wearing a Huggy Boy. It's kind of like a black Huggy Boy, but like it does look like weirdly complimentary. Like this is probably not it, but it's close. It's way closer than anything he's had thus far. As he emerges, he like strikes a little bit of a pose.
Yeah, Petey kind of cocks her head to one side and then the other and kind of like makes like a maybe kind of little...
He holds up a finger and then he like strikes a like squatting power pose and the tuxedo breaks off and it's just like a shimmering Goku outfit and the Huggy Boy stands up and turns yellow.
Amazing.
And
That's cool.
Petey's kind of sort of hand gesture immediately falls and she shakes her head. Absolutely.
And so then we see Sack emerge from the limousine. And here's where I need some help, folks. I do think it's a tuxedo. I do think it's a tuxedo that looks like a gaming PC, just a little bit. Got that Hellfire inspiration, but I don't have the full detail because like Sack was somehow pulled back and moved in a classier than you would expect from him direction.
So, you know how in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, the new one?
Go on.
You know how they cast Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman.
As if I don't know everyone they've cast in that movie.
But so obviously he is not the shape of the original video game Eggman, Dr. Robotnik. So
Sure.
What they did was when he opens up his suit jacket, the outline of Dr. Robotnik, the original shape of him is there. Mm-hmm. So what I'm picturing is that like the inside lining of your tuxedo looks like a gamer chair. Like it has like the the shape of it in there.
Yeah, I like that. It's like hints of gamer chair. Mm-hmm. Then I'm gonna say like it's a gunmetal like dark gray that kind of complements my like it's a shade lighter than the darkest patch of his skin and darker than the white patches on him. I think the cufflinks have like an opalescent like RGB gamer flare to them. I think it is a lined jacket. And the line is like these rainbow lights that are moving. He like gets out, I think, because it is Sack, we can't fully get away with it. There are some things he's going to insist on. Clacking on the ground are these patent leather tabi, like wooden tabi shoes. So he's got, they're like black patent leather, but they are just the wooden anime shoe for sure.
Yeah.
But there are like silver highlights on it, so it does kind of look good with this ensemble. And like, I think that there's just a lot of dark colors and blacks, and he'll emerge and then like flip his sword around and like kind of pulls it off, like stumbles maybe a little bit to where the sword has fallen out, and he'll stand up, the sword falls back in, and that
there's a little bit of a FX sword click. Where is that? It's like a sheath. I spelled that wrong. Place in sheath. No, that's not the type. That's the one. Yeah, I think that's sheath fast. I think we'll go with this one though. A little bit of a quick sheath. Wreath sheath fast. And that's down here.
in, and that
-10. That's a little loud.
and that initiates his transformation sequence.
Okay, and we're gonna need a little bit of, let's see, sack transformation sequence. Which one was it? Magic, maybe? We'll do magic. Necromancer. Let me see if I've got an actual transformation sequence bit in here. Transformation, mechanicals, Game Boy. That's transformation metal. We don't want that. That's like a transformer. And these are my weird production elements. No, I don't need any of those. I think we're looking for like a fire sort of deal here. I forget which one. That's a blast of fire. We don't need an explosion. Be like a fireball. No. Fire. How about fire magic? Let's see what we got in here. Fire beam. That's kinda, maybe. Firepower buff. Need like a. It's a fire sword blast full. Oh yeah, there's a. Just spell fireball cast. That's a slow teleportation spell. Okay. It's not what I'm looking for. No. What? There's like a... kind of that, but like a little bit muted after that first blast. I think we can work with that here. We'll pull that in. Be kind of his transformation sequence here. And we're gonna kind of shimmy that into a negative 10, yeah, 15 sounds like it would be about right.
His transformation sequence where like the fire fully encompasses him and like it lights up the sequins that are on.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be lighting up his sequins. Oh gosh, what's that gonna sound like? What does RGB Gamer Lights sound like in a transformation sequence is kind of the thing we're needing to wrestle with right now, right? RGB gamer lights. Gamer. No, that's not it. Okay, what am I thinking? Okay, what would like a shiny 8-bit. Yeah. Maybe like a couple of those in sequence. Shiny swell. 1, 2, 3. Let's pull those 3 in. Doot, 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 doot. Boing, boing, boing. 1, 2, 3. -10.
It lights up the sequins that are on his tuxedo, and
That works.
he strikes a pose with like Petey kind of in front of him, like keeping people back. And I do think part of it is it's this great entrance, but it is immediately preempted by a much bigger stream.
And then I think like a record scratch sound here would do us well. Record scratches, master. Pull those in. All right, we're just gonna do I like this one here because it's a little bit funnier than the other ones. What is this?
So,
oh, that's Dylan. I shouldn't put that on Dylan's channel there.
a much bigger streamer.
Okay.
Preempted by a much bigger streamer,
Yeah.
like who pops up.
I'm not thinking the popping sound.
Pops up.
That's the one I'm thinking of. This little kiss sound to it, right?
By a much bigger streamer.
Whoa. Okay. And this is where the actual crowd walla will be coming back into play. So let's get that back in here. Perfect.
Preempted by a much bigger streamer,
Yeah.
like who pops up after he's taken way too long to emerge from this limousine, as basically he was like going slow motion in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there are like 1 or 2 pictures taken of him.
Okay. Sick rat. Music. Oh, we got learning music. Wonderful. Love that for us. And then I think the learning music is going to be here. Let's get that in there quick. I have that, I think. Learning. Rhythm Scott, the Sunniest Kids. Oh yeah, I can't click and drag. My muscle memory is wanting to keep doing that. Okay. -15. Let's see what we got here.
I would love everyone to give me an adventuring party that's here tonight.
I mean, you got No Doubt, you got the Spin Doctors,
There's Power Wash.
Eagle Eye Cherry is here. Hanson. Just
Hubis
90s
thing.
bands. Yeah.
We already have Hanson. It's the Necromancer Hanson.
Oh, that's right. Well, the Necromancer Hanson is here.
Yeah. Yeah. So Petey turns around and is just like, oh, yeah, Eagle Eye Cherry's over there. The Spin Doctors, I think I saw when we got out of the vehicle. I mean, I think No Doubt's here, but I've got doubts.
Can I get a couple that are not bands?
Okay.
Crickets.
Crickets are here.
Crickets. Crickets.
Crickets are here.
Crickets. The crickets.
The crickets, yep.
The
love the
crickets are
crickets.
like the Beatles. So
Yeah.
we're back into bands. The snowball microphones.
The snowball microphones.
The Ding Dong Ditchers.
The Blue Yetis.
Yeah.
The Blue Yetis, the Ding Dong Ditchers. How about you, Tag? Any adventuring parties you see here tonight?
Yeah, two old guys. It's
two old guys.
a real classic one. Two old guys.
Granny with a sniper rifle.
The Attempt Gentleman.
Ooh.
9 white men. They're an evil party.
Yeah.
Butcher Block is here.
Oh, Butcher Block. Granite countertop.
Granite countertop.
And Formica. The great hero Formica.
And the new cabinets.
Yeah.
Splash Guard is here.
Splash guard. The soft close cabinets.
Yes! We're in our 30s!
We're into the luxury adventuring parties now.
Hardwood Floor is here.
Heated
Hardwood
floorboards.
Oh my God.
Antique shelves.
Floor. Ah, yeah, the antique shelves.
And the open concepts.
Yeah.
We've done it. We've done it.
We've done it. Well done. Well done, everybody. Well done.
Rooftop access is here.
Rooftop access. The rooftop access.
God.
They're great. I like them.
Any last ones? Any last ones before we go?
We're going flying too close to the sun. If we try to get better,
It'll
we'll
get
ruin
worse,
it.
yeah.
Standing desk.
Standing desks.
Standing desk. Two-way intersection.
And their enemies, the four-way stop.
The four-way stop, yep.
There's a lot of adventurers.
A lot of adventurers.
And I think a lot of adventurers do, if they have streamers within their groups, because they can stream other things, and that's really interesting.
Okay, now we got to
That's
get
how they
into the
become like rock
reward,
stars.
the
Yeah,
award
that makes sense.
sphere.
It's like K-pop.
We're getting close to the end of the episode.
They do
That
actual
makes
adventures.
sense. We did a really decent
And
job
we
in
see a
here.
bunch of them as they're like moving into.
Okay, so we're getting into this award sphere, which is a large Las Vegas style sphere, except the seats are on the seats are on the outside of the sphere, looking down towards the stage. So at any given point, you're opposite another seat on the other side of the sphere, and the stage is in the middle. And in this dystopian hellscape of a theater, the outside rotates as you're watching the show, and the performance stage is in the middle. It's also a sphere that the performers can walk around on. So you've got multi-level like sphering going on in this weird space. And it sounds absolutely sickening in terms of an audience member, even a performer, to be fair. So what does this sound like? It's gonna sound like an auditorium, right? It has to sound like an auditorium. Auditorium, I believe. Auditorium. I don't think I have any of those auditorium sounds on here, honestly. Let me see if Sound Stripe has anything. Auditorium. I am spelling that wrong, apparently. Okay. No, I'm not. Okay. Auditorium. That is the correct spelling, but there is nothing on there. So what would this be? Like a music hall? No. Let me see. I know I have something. I just don't know what it's called. Concert, maybe? What is this? This is the tuning before. This is the silence of a hall. That is a band tuning, symphonic band tuning before the concert. I don't need that. I don't need the concert hall silence ambiance, I don't think. Yeah, that's very quiet. obviously. It's silence. Gosh, what else can we toss in there? Has to be something. Okay, where are my ambiance folders? Let me look up ambiance. What do we have here? I'm gonna sort by duration, I think. And we're gonna kind of go from there. Big Billy's Diner, from Aurora Borealis. Got a library, quiet library, mine shaft, green screen studio room tone. Nope. We need more of a like something that would, let's see, library, university, pedestrian traffic, no. Outside, we're looking for like a busy-ish interior room. That would be like before an event of sorts, right? Public park, no. What do we have here? They're getting kind of into the lower numbers. We're also going to do minus music because we're getting a lot of things there as well. Ambience outside, inside, in a car. We don't want a car. Small town. It's going to be like a one that has talking in it, I think. It's an outdoor shopping center. Gosh, it's going to be something in here. Courthouse? It's not busy. We need something busier. There's like thousands of people here. This is like the big event in this city here. Maybe I am overthinking it a little too much, right? I want a crowd talking. This one is talking crowd at house show. That might be what I'm looking for. It's a little too intimate, I think. Blue hound crowd talking during interval. This is like 6 channels. Yeah, I think we're going to pull this in and kind of see how that works. And that is going to be kind of a, we'll just pull it over that one. So it goes in. But what else? There's also something else. There's got to be something else in here. We can add over the top. Big crowd. That's 2. Laughing crowd talking and laughing. Yeah, I think this laugh crowd talking and laughing seems like it could be good to have in there as well, but like quieter in the background. So I'm going to pull that in as well. And we're going to kind of, let's see, quiet this one down a little bit. -15, let's say. No, -20. Okay, and then this one might be okay where it is. I want to loop both of them and pull them over to the end of the episode, which is where we're kind of headed towards right now anyway. Okay, so Then the question is, what does this sound like? Let's isolate the tracks. This sounds good pre-show ambiance.
And slowly rotates around this particular spherical stage that has its own gravity. We all begin to move inside of it. People are packed here. We see celebrities. We see adventuring. We see some big name adventuring parties and some big name adventurers. We see streamers. We see gods.
There we go. Okay. So I like the ambiance there. We're going to keep it. I need now a cat purring sound. I wonder if I have one. Cat purr. That's a good cat purr. Which reminds me, I once recorded Mr. Peaches a long time ago. I wonder if I still have that laying around somewhere. It would be quite amazing if I did. It would be wonderful if I could pull that memory back to the forefront. Let's see.
Oh, cute.
And is there to, and like it purrs and kind of settles down. Sack.
Mm-hmm.
Just a random one.
Okay, so the last sound effect is a banish spell. I wonder if I have anything that I can just put in banish. And I'm just going to hit up Soundstripe real quick as well. Because sometimes, you know, they have stuff like that. Banish. Banshee, that's different. That's one of the things I don't like. That's a teleportation thing. Teleport. That's close enough, right? Let's see if we have anything teleport. This is teleport sequence. No. This is wet particle movement. Gross. Glitch teleportation. That could work. I mean, I kind of like that one. That one's not bad. Don't need wet particle whoosh. Okay, we're going to do the soft teleportation. Soft teleportation here. Part of my Krypton sound pack. And
the asshole, and it banishes the sphinx.
Yeah, like in a puff of brimstone.
Yeah.
And middle management sits down. I'm so excited. Here we go.
Perfect. I'm gonna...
Here we go.
I think I want to extend these out a little bit and let this pop right after.
So excited. Here we go.
That's better. I like that. And that is a wrap, I believe, on this episode of Starwhal. Did I forget anything? I think I have it all. That is a wild amount. Perfect. All right. So excellent. So I am saving that. And now we're going to do just a quick little export here. Maybe, yeah, we're going to do a little bit of an export. This is episode 55, Patreon session 17. Perfect. Okay. Good to good. Let's see what the social bridge is yelling at me about. Maybe stale. No, it's just I don't have people talking in there. That's okay though. If folks are in the social bridge, feel free. Chit chat. I am in the TikTok is what I mean. So right now we're just doing an export. It's going to be about 10 minutes or so. I want to see if I can kickstart this back into gear. There we go. Yeah, this is a little wonky. There we go. What else do we got? Okay. So as we are waiting for this, just gonna have some tunes on in the background. We're gonna let that kind of ride. I do have a phone call to take really quick, so I will be right back. We're gonna let the tunes roll while I mute my microphone. All right, we're back on the mics. Oh, just in time. The episode just finished. So I get to come in. We're gonna go ahead and test this out quick. Oh, that is so low of volume. I'm gonna have to figure that out. A little better? That's a little better. Okay, good. If you can't hear me at all, let me know, and I'll be able to adjust that a little bit, but currently not the greatest right now. That's okay. Secondly, I need to get in here. We are at the Starwhal, episode 55, Patreon, session 17. Sounds good, I think. Everything was working fine there. We're gonna go ahead and pop this in here. Caroline, welcome. How are you? Hopefully you're having an excellent Sunday afternoon. Good to see you. I am just exporting this episode of Starwhal that we just finished, so I can deliver that to ye old folks in Louisiana for a wedding. Lovely. How is it in Louisiana? And hopefully the wedding has gone well or is going to go well, depending on where you're at for it right now. Let's see. Where is that? I need to find my folder. North Louisiana. So it's not the favorite. Yeah. Gosh. My wife was just down in New Orleans for Mardi Gras and had a fantastic time down there. The weather was fantastic at that time of year. I have no idea if it's more humid, I guess. Yeah. This was her first time going, and she really enjoyed it. So I'm really happy that she had that experience. She went down with a friend and really had a good time. It is, yeah. It's a little more swampy in areas, and like it's one of those places. And it's like, well, this doesn't feel like a great place to build a big city with like the position near the sea and like the swampiness and, you know, hurricanes, etc. But, you know, humans are like, hey, this large bowl that would just get drowned in water, let's build a big city there. That sounds great. You know, I can't fault people for that. Oh boy. Trying to think about what I can do next. It is a beautiful looking place. I saw a lot of good pictures from there. A lot of the like decorations surrounding Mardi Gras were cool. I loved all the like jazzy stuff that was going on in the city at that time. It's a cool little place. I wouldn't mind going down there sometime myself, honestly. Where is... I wonder if this is working now. No, it's not, unfortunately. Got all this fun stuff that I've been working on, but like I haven't had enough time to actually like polish it. Like I got my live chatters messages thing going, and that seems to be working finally, which is really cool. So I can see kind of like when people pop into the stream and everything. I can see when people like the stream on there, which is cool. I can obviously see when people are messaging me, and I can hear it too. I don't know if the hearing it comes through on TikTok, but it sure will on Twitch. And it's just a nice little beep sound that I get to have in my ears. My current attempt to fix Spotify is adjusting the volume, because when I play Spotify through the social bridge, it is about twice as loud for the same percentage of bars. So if I had this at 10% in the Spotify desktop app, it would be really hard to hear. But then I come to the social bridge and 10% is too loud for me to talk over. So I had to do like a browser sensitivity thing here where I'm attempting to like adjust the browser output, but it doesn't seem to be like working. I mean, it kind of does, but then it jumps around on me. It's because it's trying to fight with like what the actual level is and everything. So I've got like 3 different places where my Spotify volume levels are. It's this page, this little app up here, and then the actual app itself, the actual desktop app. All of them are opened right now. They're all supposed to influence one another. Like I can change the volume here, and it changes it on the social bridge. But like the actual volume sliders, completely inaccurate. But at the very least, I got my playback bar nice and smooth finally. So this thing jumped around all the time. It was like fighting with the actual server position and everything. Come on, get back here. What are you doing? Yeah, stay there. Good Spotify. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it. But I'm fighting with it. But I've been very busy because at work, I'm doing Spring Boot programming and everything, right? And for everything that I've learned doing this project, I have turned that into my workflow at work as well. So like brainstorming things before I implement them. Like figuring out like, okay, where should everything go? What should the changes actually be? What would it look like? What's the before and after and all that sort of stuff, right? And then I can just be like, all right, pop it in and run the tests. Good to go. It works out really well for my mindset because I'm able to like see the overall architecture ahead of time and then just implement it. And I have been absolutely killing it with my day job work because of all of this. And both my tech leads are impressed. Some of the other developers that have seen my work on the team are impressed. And I literally came in last year with 0 Spring Boot knowledge and just said, I can pick that up. Why not? And now I'm almost to the point of being able to build a complete Spring Boot service from scratch. And once I hit that, I'm going to be pretty much on par with all the other devs on the team that have been doing it for much longer than I have. And my goal is to surpass almost everybody on the team as fast as possible, because I really want to push from my level 2 developer slot to a level 3, which is, comes with a pay increase as well. And I'm already kind of doing that sort of work. I'm already challenging the solution leads and the tech leads, and I'm saying, hey, this part of your design it seems like it's missing something, and here's what it's missing. And then they're like, oh, you're right, let's take a look at that. And I've already fixed some stuff before it actually went in, doing damage in production. Some reading on system design. That's a good point, because our system itself at work is incredibly complex, right? We're talking multiple systems that are interacting with each other. I have a pretty decent handle on all those integrations and stuff. But yeah, I think if I can get some solid system design knowledge behind that, like just general system design knowledge, I think that would probably push me to the next level even. I'm not looking to go like full tech lead or anything like that. That's like where a level 4 would sit. But like, if I can get into that level 3 position where I'm still mentoring people on doing things and like finding more efficient ways of actually doing the work, and then like utilizing the tools in a more efficient way, because for some reason my brain says, what's the most amount of work I can do ahead of time to make all of my additional work beyond that go so much smoother? Oh yeah, level 4 is, yeah, that's the thing. Like maybe I can get to that level 4 route, right? At like 5 years as a level 3, give or take. If I work my way towards like the actual architecture of things, architectural design, and figuring out how to, plan that all out and whatnot. My weakness though is Visio. The teams utilize Visio for the flowcharts all the time, and I do not like Visio. I don't know why. It's flowcharts. It's so simple, but like I think it's so ugly. Maybe is the thing. Visio is such a... Have I used Mermaid? I've never heard of an application called Mermaid that would be for system design purposes. Now I have to look that up. Mermaid.ai/play. Play. Live edit. Choose your editor. Mermaid Plus. Open source. Has a new home. Mermaid.ai/live. Interesting. Oh, compatible. Oh, I see. Look at that. It's a little markdown, little flowcharty thing. Pull this over into our view screen here so we can show the good folks what we're talking about here. Yeah, you can you add these little markdown things. I think my brain might understand this. Can I move things around? Ooh, can I? I'm just playing around now. Ooh, look at that sequence, entity relationships. Ooh, a mind map, lovely. Even a Kanban board. That's amazing. It probably looks weirder because I've got my dark mode on, right? That looks better. Oh yeah, I can see that working out. Tree map. Look at this cool stuff. Tree view. Ew, I can't even read that. That's okay. It's in dark mode, light mode, whatever. I don't want to blind myself by going into light mode. That's interesting. Maybe I can take a look at I mean, this is like for work, right? I don't need this for myself. So obviously I'm not going to be paying for it. But and yeah, I guess that's the other thing, right? Is I don't think I would be allowed to use this for work because they are very much a data privacy. We can't be like, even with any of the AI stuff, it has to be strictly through like Visual Studio Code with GitHub Copilot, that sort of stuff, because that runs through our own instance of the AI agents, and it doesn't feed up to the like actual servers and whatnot that go into the public section of things, right? Yeah, this would be fantastic if I was doing anything like this for like the social bridge or whatever. I don't think I need to get to that point, but like, I don't know, maybe. That's an interesting thing though. Programmatically making flowcharts. I like that. I don't know. But, 5 years down the line, when I'm working on, potential architecture changes and whatnot, maybe I can use that. Or maybe 5 years down the line, I won't have to. And I can just say, hey, computer, I need a flowchart for this thing. Here's the documentation that I need a flowchart for. Please make it for me. And it will just be like, here you go. I have a perfect flowchart for you, and it doesn't look ugly. And it works in Visio. That would be nice. Who knows? 5 years is a long time. Anything can happen, really. Taking a look ahead right now on session 17 to see what we have left. I think it's 1 episode. No, it's 2. Look at that. Look at all that space. 1.5 hours of raw audio to paw through. I don't think that's going to be a big deal at all. Curious if I should do more Starwhal right now. Where is... I have too many windows open. There we go. Session 17, episode 55. 56 would be next. Yeah, I think we're going to do episode 56 next. Cleanup's already done. So other exciting things. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Well, Caroline, I'm so happy you were able to stop by. Hopefully I can see you again soon. I'm glad I was able to show off a few things and talk programming stuff with you. I always love that. So take care. Have an excellent trip home whenever you're on your way back. Enjoy Louisiana and New Orleans in the meantime. And I will be up here jealous in my near freezing nights with the freeze warnings that we're getting for the next couple of days. So we'll see you later. All right. Session 17, episode 56. Episode 56. Start. We need an actual intro here. I think we're only going to kind of set it up for the beginning. We need to have an outtake first. Outtake for 56.
I just got the best response to the dumb tweet that I made earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God.
Somebody had tweeted, hey, what's the best fake song? Like a song that exists in the world of a show or movie, but not in our world. And I said, canonically, it's the song from Tribute.
Yeah.
And somebody responded to that. In One Direction's best song ever, they danced all night to the best song ever with a woman named Georgia Rose, known for stealing hearts. So we can conclude, therefore, that Georgia Rose is the devil and played the members of One Direction the song that she had heard when she was defeated by Tenacious D.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm obsessed.
It's so, like, I am here for the cross-universe canon of that.
I do really like that. I do feel really indignant that the actual answer is Through the Trees by Low Shoulder from Jennifer's Body. I think that song is a fucking killer song. It's the song that the band uses to bewitch the crowd and start the fire that like enters into communications with the devil so that they can strike a deal up, and then they sacrifice Jennifer and get their Maroon 5 status.
Spoilers.
And the song plays throughout the movie. First, we hear it like kind of like raw and unfinished as they're playing it live in this dive bar. And then like each time you hear it, it gets more and more well produced and like more and more like studio quality as the movie goes on and they get their fame and their...
Why did I cut it off there? That feels like a weird spot to cut it off. What am I missing here?
Anyway, I'm normal about that movie. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch? Anyway, I'm
Okay, so yeah.
studio quality as the movie goes on and they get their fame and their studio quality it gets more and more well produced and like more and more like studio quality.
I think we'll just cut there and then pull that in. We don't even need to do that, do we? We can just grab it, pull it over, bring it in, and let's grab that intro stainer bit and pull that in as well. Excellent. No, we don't need a little marker there. Thank you. And almost perfect placement. I'm gonna keep it, whatever, it's fine. And there.
I just got the best response to the dumb.
Okay, perfect. And
Studio quality. Yeah, well, I'm excited to win this award. So many awards I'm gonna win. Just you wait and see.
Don't be chuggy. Here we go. Okay.
Give me 5 words to explain what chuggy means. Daddy,
Chuggy.
I can't wait to hear.
oh my god, do we need learning music right off the bat here? I think we're gonna add some learning music. Learning.
Chuggy.
In the voice.
In the voice.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Daddy. I'm asking Daddy what
You're asking-
chuggy means.
Middle management turns and goes, oh, well, Chuggy's like cringe. Like, stop being so annoying.
I mean, kinda. Kind of a
Are you saying
chuggy
that's
way
not what
to describe it, actually. But
Good.
I'll forgive you.
Good.
Good.
Because I'll forgive you for speaking back to me.
Weird energy coming from Daddy.
It's a, and I think, Tag, you get a feeling like middle management is nervous about something.
Ooh.
Like he never speaks to you that way.
Middle management, what are you doing?
But you see beyond middle management being kind of that sweaty guy to being something a little bit more sinister and a little bit more dangerous than you originally have ever seen them. And it's there and it's gone.
Yeah.
But you suddenly remember that this is a patron. This is a deep devil of something benign, but it wasn't always benign.
Yeah. I think as that moment fleets away, I have been living on the high of the wind chamber all this time.
Wind Chamber is where Tag and Sack had discovered that they are the spawn of dragons.
All this time, I have been on the precipice of uncovering my ancestry. And as I sense that, I'm just gonna just flip that switch back into work mode and what I have been supposed to, what I'm supposed to be doing here. And I'm gonna pour whatever fancy pink champagne drinks that we've got. Gonna hand one
I pour some drinks. FX pour drink.
Like drinks that
we've got, gonna hand one.
and Thibodeau management and like
Yeah, get rid of this.
Thibodeau management and like look, you know, the stress of this award show has gotten to me too, and I know that it's getting to you, and I know that we're nervous, but I'm gonna win, and a win for me is what? Is a win for me is a win for you. Remember we talked about it's we're a team. So a win for me
We
is
are
a
team. Yes, you're right. Win for you is a win for me. You are, as I've said, the greatest of all time to come.
That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Cheers to us, to the greatest partnership in all of streaming. Clink.
Clink. Clink.
To deeper levels of hell. And there's a clink.
Another clink here. Get rid of this.
And there's a clink.
And like the ringing of the glass kind of like fills this empty space that you have.
Oh yeah. FX raining of crystal glass. Be an interesting effect to put in there.
That you have for your special seats.
Oh my god.
And the awards begin. There are 666 awards given tonight.
Oh my god.
Things ranging from longest streamer on fire and
Oh, don't want to get rid of all of that.
and deepest color of red. And give me another one.
Most money spent on a gacha.
Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one, James.
Best vape. Best vape trick.
No.
Yeah. Most money made on stream on just donations
Oh,
alone.
single donation?
Yeah, single donation.
Quickest demonetized.
That's great. Most energy drinks snuck to an unsuspecting colleague.
Largest square footage filled with whipped cream.
James.
Most cultures appropriated.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hell runs this show.
I keep forgetting that this is hell.
This is hell.
Largest number of souls devoured on stream.
On
On
stream.
Stream.
And a mukbang for souls.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
There's a twin category here. So category A is most fraud committed politics, and the other is most fraud committed. Oh, I just had it. Shit. Taxes.
Nice.
It's a dual bracket situation.
Yeah.
Video games. Just video games.
Money laundering.
Yeah.
Most VHSs returned without rewinding.
Oh,
Which is hard to do.
Yeah.
Hard to do these days.
When they close all the blockbusters, how
Yeah.
do you get that award?
Where do you
You
return
have to
it
go to the one
But the award won't go.
Blockbuster.
They won't get rid of the award because there are people out there that have made this a competitive sport.
Yeah.
Like, they have to do it.
Best
Yeah.
mansplain.
Mm,
Oh,
no.
Best mansplanation.
it's good.
A couple more and we'll be good.
Loudest conversation in a theater.
If there's a comic, if there's a video games category, is there a comic books category also?
Comic books.
There's got to be a comic books category.
Yeah, I imagine there's like cooking shows, but it's like least edible recipe completed on camera.
Yeah, that's good.
Longest explanation of what a tabletop role-playing game is in the introduction of TTRPG.
Oh God.
Cool.
Worst troll.
Is it cake?
is it?
Is it
That's
cake?
good. That's good.
Best art.
Yeah, best art
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Most sponsorships.
Best cottage core.
Yeah, best cottage core. Best cottage core. That's when you like take a core of a cottage. So like you go to somebody else's cottage, basically
You
take like a
the
core
core out of it,
sample.
like
Yeah.
like an apple.
Someone's
core.
having a great time in their cottage, and then all of a sudden this like proboscis like
Yeah.
shoves itself through the wall.
I think there's also like an overall worst performer. Like someone every year tries to be the person with the absolute lowest views, like to stream all year round and have not a soul.
That's so
Uh,
good.
pop in.
Less than 0 people.
Less than 0 people. Just like most rancid content
Yeah.
is another award here.
Yeah, those are the shadow streamers. They steal ideas from people.
Shadow streamers. All right.
And then we also have what you guys are up for tonight, which is, remind me again?
Best prank
Best
and
prank.
The patron's choice. The patron's choice.
And patron's choice.
Yep.
Mm,
Excellent.
gosh. Are they going to
And
win?
there was another. No, it was both of you were up for best prank, right?
Yes.
Yeah, both of us are up for best prank. We don't know currently what Tag is nominated for, and Tag presumably is nominated for a lot.
Yeah, I think Tag is definitely nominated for worst thing consumed on a stream. I think Tag is
It's largest thing consumed relative to physical form.
relative to literal size. Yeah.
Tag is tiny.
I think also most hours streamed without a break. With a break is probably another one. Without is probably another one that Tag is up for. I think that one he knows he's not going to win because there are some species that don't need to because there are some species
that don't need to sleep, and it's like it's a
totally rigged
Yeah.
section.
Everyone- Everyone knows it.
But yeah, the prank category is the one he's feeling really confident about. worst thing consumed.
Worst thing consumed on stream.
Amy feels okay about. Most. I think there's another bracket to like most fraud committed, and it's just like bot views, and I think that tag might also be up for that one as well.
That's great.
The bot views, yeah.
Yeah.
There's TV VCR repair. There's underwater welding.
Yeah. Yeah. What are all the weird classes they took in community? I think that could be like a whole category.
God, you're right.
Yeah.
I think of those tag, which is besides best prank, which is the most important to you?
Best prank is obviously most important.
The most important. But besides that one.
Up until today, Patron's Choice would also have been very important to me. I think that's feeling less important. Tag is starting to feel a little bit a little bit of the shine on middle management has started to reveal itself for what it is,
and maybe even patronage in general too, because and Dylan, you were not around for this when we decided this privately in our homes. We figured Patron's Choice is very rarely ever given out because it's usually a voting deadlock where each patron will vote for one of their streamers.
Yeah.
And so it's a universal tie.
Yeah.
But it's probably been one in the past where one streamer can win over somebody else's patron. Mm-hmm. And it's like a massive like scandal fuck you victory.
I think Tag had I did remember that, but Tag had kind of thought that would be ideal because, you know, it would have just, if anything, it would prove to middle management how valuable I am. And if not, maybe then somebody else might pick me up. You know, there are different options, but now Tag is more fixated on our own goals as
nice floating to get rid of
as dragons, as the imagined dragons.
That's
and
right.
I think that the one thing that feels slightly more important now is most, there's one for most like longest string, like longest run of reactions without longest run of reactions without a pause, like longest run of reactions without a pause or something like that. It's like where people, and like just the idea of like anything that's validating outside of the patron feels more important to Tag right now. Just something that proves that Tag, that people enjoy actually watching what Tag is doing and enjoy being there. And that feels more important now.
I would love then for Tag to give me a reputation roll.
Ooh.
Okay.
If you want, you can spend wealth. I will give you like, you can spend to like up the dice in this one.
Okay.
What are you rolling with here?
Yeah, all right. If I spend wealth, what do I? what do I increase? My D8 or my D6?
Here's what else.
So it's usually 2 points gives you a new D6, and 1 point will upgrade it. 1 point will upgrade an existing die from
Either D6 to D8 or D8 to D12.
Got it. Let's spend 2 wealth then and get an additional D6. So I'll be working with 1 D8, 1 and 2 D6s.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, actually, let's do this.
Oh, interesting. What does 2 opportunity mean?
1 second. Oh, that's a full wash.
a full wash, which means we've got to roll themes.
Themes. It's been a while.
Yeah, roll me a d12 and tell me the number.
Okay. 5.
Five is the Merry Wanderer.
The Merry Wanderer. And 5.5 seconds of silence, I believe, for our theme swell. Theme swell.
Travel, detachment, freedom, and luck.
Oh.
That's eerily fitting.
Interesting. I think, okay, Dylan, I think this is up to you in how, it's really interesting because Tag has been feeling disconnected kind of from this whole thing, particularly learning about their dragon heritage. So I feel like this one can go either way for you. I'm going to let you decide whether they win or lose. What do you think?
And this is specifically for the most reactions one, the one that I was hoping for.
Yeah.
I think it's more it's more satisfying to me if he loses that one, and particularly because that one middle management did not care about me winning that one. That one was just a me thing. That was just something that would
It made me happy.
Yeah.
so I think me losing it makes sense in this moment.
How does Tag feel about that? Does Tag feel let down by that? Or is there a sense of, I used to think this was matters, but it doesn't anymore, like that sort of thing?
No, I think Tag is kind of upset, has been trying, especially because we're stuck here in this booth with daddy. And I think it's like trying to find, Tag is like trying to find the things that make this bearable. And those are the moments that Tag can latch on to care about. Cause right now it's just your year on display, and I'm not surrounded by paparazzi. I'm not surrounded by fans. I don't have friends around. I don't have anything. I'm just sitting here next to this
Dilapidated god who I hate and who I keep feeding champagne in the hopes that,
he'll talk. He'll talk to me less. And there is no, this whole situation sucks more to Tag by every minute. And all he wants is to find something that he can latch onto that's going to make him feel better about the whole thing. And that was kind of it. And it slipped through his fingers. And now all he wants to do is get the fudge out of here. And find his new friends and make plans and start something new, and he can't. He's got to sit here and watch the rest of his judgment go by.
I think
All right, we're going to stop right there. We have quite a bit of a stream here going on right now. It is coming up past the 2 hour and 15-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and stop my timer on the dialogue edit for episode 56. We are good to kind of stop the stream here. So I am going to turn this. Whoa, not that far. What are you doing? That might be okay. I'm going to have to fix that. That's okay. That's what I do. It's fun and I love it. But folks, I'm so happy for the folks that are able to stop by. Lovely to have Caroline stop by, talk a little bit of programming shop while we're at it, because one of the things that I love is talking about the cool stuff that we do. And programming is one of the cool things I do. I feel, at least. Caroline does programming as well. And it is wonderful to have those sorts of conversations. So I always welcome people to come in and talk about the things they love and love to experience, because that's what I love to hear. The human act of doing cool things is always amazing to me. So this week, after today, I hopefully will have my new PC components set up and working. If it doesn't, I will have to contact MSI and say, hey, what gives? I've tried everything. This isn't working. Give me all the details. Help me fix it, please. And then if that works, then we're great. And so tomorrow, Crimson Desert in the evening. Wednesday, Crimson Desert again in the evening. Love that game and having a lot of fun with it. And it's getting even more interesting now that I'm exploring more and getting more powerful. I love it very much. And then Thursday, we will do some more Hightail. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. My stables is built. My temple is all set. You know what I could do? I think we're gonna start decorating the basement in there. So there is a basement section in my temple that is just kind of dilapidated. So we're gonna go ahead and get that basement all nice and cozy on Thursday. So a little bit of a library in there, maybe do some crafting tables. Should be nice. Should be a nice chill stream. I'm gonna enjoy that. And then next week, Sunday, we're going to do some more editing, probably some more Starwhal, but Pandas Talking Games is also coming back. So we'll do some pandas as well. I might do an impromptu daytime stream sometime this week because I have off Monday through Thursday. I want to spend that time doing some things around the house, but it's going to be a little bit before I can do that. So, and kind of see how that all works out. For now, thanks for joining, everybody. Have an excellent rest of your Sunday. Have an excellent week if I don't see you again. Stay safe, drink plenty of water, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.